guys, welcome back to our Let's Grow Together channel. Today, yet again, we are with Newton, and he is giving us the update that he promised us from before. Thank you very much, Newton, for joining us. Can you please tell us what you've been up to ever since we last spoke to you about hydroponics?
Thank you, Charlene. Thank you for welcoming me back to the platform. It's been quite a while since we did the last, we had the last sitting. From the yearly program, what I've been working on is using plastic bottles to design hydroponic structures. So as can be seen, this is the prototype of the idea we are working on. We are using plastic bottles. We are using plastic bottles to design hydroponic structure. So as can be seen, we collected quite a number of Coca-Cola bottles and other local water bottles from the surroundings, and we use them to grow these crops. What we have is we have the coriander, and we also have the red lettuce. As can be seen, the video shows the red lettuce. It's 3 weeks now. So that is what I've been up to. Yeah.
So you've taken hydroponic and combined it with plastic waste management. So in this, you've taken climate change, put it together with hydroponics, and this is quite amazing work that you are doing. So with this, what do you add into the bottle?
Okay. To the bottle we add it's two phases. What we have is we have the plastic bottles themselves, and we also have what we call coco peat. Coco peat is made from the coconut husks. So as can be seen here, these are the coconut husks. We get the coconut husks, we grind them, and come up with this powdery substance. The powdery substance is what we call coco peat. So we get our strategy is to reduce pollution, both pollution that comes from non-biodegradable substances such as plastic bottles and biodegradable substances such as the coconut. So into the bottle, we add the coconut husk, and then we are good to go. We go straight into transplanting, and that's how we get to this point. I hope that answers your question.
At this point, I can say you are a game changer in the agricultural field, because this is quite impressive. So you said you've got red lettuce. Does it also take the same amount of time as planting it on the ground in the soil, or does it have different advantages to it?
Thank you for the question. The red lettuce takes quite a short time to mature using this method as compared to traditional farming, which uses the normal soil. So with coco peat, coco peat has a high water retention capacity, and that enables it to supply the plant with nutrients on a need basis. So whenever the plants need the nutrients, they are available, as unlike the soil, which might have a higher water seepage rate. But coco peat has a lower water seepage rate, which enables the nutrients to stay longer in the media and be used by the plant whenever need arises. So to answer your question, Charlene, coco peat, plants grown in coco peat take a shorter period of time as compared to plants grown on the soil. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So with this process, we are not saying we are not using fertilizers, we're not damaging the soil, and as well as the nutrients in the plants are still the same, but we're doing this at a short period of time. This is game change. Like I said, this is such a game changer.
Yeah.
So for me, who is not into agriculture, and I'm interested in setting such an amazing plant within my country, what would be your advice?
Okay, we also conduct trainings, agronomic trainings on how you're going to manage the plant straight from planting, uh, the management practices, the routine management practices, and up to the harvesting stage. So we'll take you through the management practices, and also we'll share with you the step-by-step procedure of constructing such a structure. So to answer your question, Charlene, we offer the trainings and we also offer guidelines on how to construct the structure. In addition to that, we can also send some of the coco peat. If it is not available over there, we could send it over there by air, or if you have coconut uh, plants in your over there, we could share with you the procedure on how to convert the coconut husks into coco peat itself. So we offer the trainings, the the technical know-how on how to construct the structure, and also the step-by-step procedure on how to prepare the coco peat. Yeah.
I'll be glad to share your social media information with anyone who is interested in being part of such an amazing project in Jenny. So can you please give us a tour and tell us the things that we are not asking the correct questions on as an expert in this field?
Oh, could you please repeat the question? I don't quite right. Please.
Okay. No, I'm saying that we have so many questions, but before we get into many questions, can you please give us a tour, and can you please also tell us the things that we are not going to ask questions on? So can you please just take us through this hydroponics process?
Okay, the process of managing the hydroponics itself.
Anything you'd want to share, this is your platform to just share anything.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so during the last encounter we talked about basic hydroponics. Now, what we are talking about today is how
Yes.
to combine hydroponics with climate action. So, for example, what we are doing right now, we are using plastic bottles to grow plants. So that is a form of controlling plastic pollution. Besides that, we are also seeking to go into primary schools and begin and to start a project on school feeding program using the same plastic bottles. So we want to go into schools and to sensitize students best ways or the best ways of cultivating crops without using the soil. Besides that, we're also seeking to go into secondary school to reintroduce the practice of hydroponics. We want to use structure over here to introduce it in schools so as to facilitate or rather to enhance the teaching of agriculture. Uh, Currently, what we have in school is the traditional teaching of agriculture, or rather the traditional
Yes.
soil farming. We have not yet had hydroponics introduced in the secondary school. So we seek to go and use this structure uh, to begin the conversation around form of climate smart agriculture. And with this, we can also enhance, or we can rather improve urban farming. We could use this structure in urban areas, grow green plants that have a high capacity for absorbing. So doing, and so doing, we are able to we will be able to reduce the amount of oxide in the atmosphere. So, and in so doing, we'll be able to gain some income from the carbon market. So that those that we are running this prototype over here.
Okay, so I noticed that you are in a greenhouse. Can we do this hydroponics outside the greenhouse, or does it only function within a greenhouse?
Thank you for the question, Charlene. It's possible to practice hydroponics outside the greenhouse, provided the correct growth parameters are observed. For example, the temperature conditions, the light intensity, provided there is constant supply of water, it is possible to practice agriculture. The greenhouse only assists in controlling the pest pressure and promoting humidity in the, but it can be practiced out there as well. Yeah.
Okay, like at the moment in the southern of Africa, we are experiencing high levels of drought. So, with this process that we have, is it affected by drought, or we can still carry on and do farming without facing any hunger challenges in the future?
Thank you for the question. It's possible to practice this form of farming in arid and semi-arid areas, or in areas where water is quite scarce. Because with this method of farming, we are able to collect the drain water, unlike the traditional soil farming where once water is irrigated, that's it. But with this system, we are able to collect the rainwater. For example, to take you closer, we have these structures, which we have these outlets which uh, once they are opened, we could be in a position to recover the excess water, and in so doing, we could recycle the water back into the system. And in so doing, rather than using 100 liters of water, we could use 50 liters of water, because we are able to recycle the water over and over again. So to answer your question, it's possible to practice this form of agriculture out there, even when water is a challenge.
I'll call this again a game changer, because not only are we recycling plastics, we are also recycling water, yet getting the perfect agricultural plant. This is such an amazing project that you're working on, and we're very grateful that you are sharing this with us, because wow, I have no words for this. This is amazing. Wow, I'm short of questions right now because I don't think there's any other question I can go ahead to ask. So if you have any other information you'd like to share with us, please do go ahead. Mute. Newton, you're on mute.
Yeah, thank you. To answer your question, we are looking to partner with climate innovators such as yourself, Charlene, particularly with your company, which is Macintosh Zimbabwe. We can use your innovation to design hydroponic structures that can be used to grow uh, plants, plants such as tomatoes, capsicum, cucumber. We could use your innovation to scale up to do hydroponics, even not only in Kenya, but Zambia, Zimbabwe, and other African countries. So we are looking to partner with passionate climate innovators such as yourself, Charlene. Those are some of the plans that we have.
It will be an honor for Macintosh Zimbabwe to be part of such an amazing project. I think from today onwards, we'll be looking into how we can also make this beautiful structure, because this is amazing work. This is so at this point, this is your prototype, right? And I can see that you've other things that you've also put on the other side. So how big is your structure that you're using right now? And what is your estimate yield from such a structure? You're on mute, Newton.
Okay. The structure has a width of around 0.5 meters and a length of 2 meters and a height of 2 meters. And with this structure, we are able to plant over 100 plants. It holds around 100 plants, to be exact, 100 plants. And with these 100 plants, suppose one container like this can give us around 100 shillings. So 100 shillings is like more or less $1. So with this one container, we can get up to $1 from the yield. And considering it's 100 plants, we can get up to $100 with this structure measuring 2 meters by 2 meters by 0.5. 100, that's around $100. That's the much you can get.
So from what I'm getting, it takes I can't say times two because this is more than what you can do with 2 by 2 on the ground. So this has more yield than if we are to take the same diameters and put it down in the ground. This yet again, this is a game changer. Today I'll be using that word. Oh, Newton, this is amazing.
Yeah, actually, it's a game changer, and we are actually what we are working on. What we are working on right now is seeking a way of improving on the plastic bottles, considering the half life or the shelf life of the plastic bottle. We are working on using a casting. We are using on. We are working on a way to melt the plastics and mold them and cast them into a mold so as to increase the shelf life of the plastic and enhance the growing of plants so that whenever we have a customer purchasing such a structure like this, the structure can serve the customer for at least 10 years. So that is what we're working on, a way of improving this structure considering it is a prototype. Yeah.
This is a beautiful and quite insightful prototype. And I believe a lot of us in Africa should look into this and also work on such an amazing. And Newton, I would like to say thank you very much for sharing this with us today. And we would love to have a partnership with you and also look into how we can make the bottles last a little bit longer as well. So that's a project I would love to work on with you. Right now, I can say thank you very much for being part of this with us. And we're looking forward to the videos that you're going to share with us. And we really appreciate you agreeing to being part of this interview. Is there anything else before we do end this?
Uh, as at now, I can only thank you for extending a hand for collaborating with us over here in Kenya. We'll be really honored to have you join us in working for climate resilience and food security. So, Charlene, I'm really looking forward to collaborations in the next 1 week. We could start the conversation the next 1 week. So, yeah, it's a game changer, and we will make sense the actually.
Okay, there we have it. We have another game changer. Thank you very much, Newton, for being part and parcel of this wonderful conversation. So to anyone who's interested in hydroponics and how it goes and how it works in terms of waste management, water recycling, you can contact Newton. I will put all his information down below so that you guys can also be part of this conversation. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave it below. Thank you and have a wonderful day. To all the game changers and youths out there, please do reach out so that we can continue making wonderful changes.